What's good, everybody? Welcome to Straight Up Tennessee. Chop it up Friday. It's Friday. Turn it up on Friday. Y'all, big. If you are living in Tennessee and you live about 100 miles north, then you know what Saturday is. You know what
Facts.
tomorrow is, bruh. It's UT
Facts.
Kentucky. It's basketball. And not only are we going to chop it up about this game, this rivalry, like what does this game mean for both programs? Where are both programs right now in the state of the SEC? Where are they in the state of the country? Like what's going on with both teams? Uh but also we got the boy Lance Asher jumping on too. Man, we got to talk all things Tennessee recruiting first though. But it's Chop It Up Friday. And you already know what it is, baby. It's straight up Tennessee turn. Let's go.
Let's get it.
It's the North Ender sets the race onto the field. The fighters will be boring the giant team that stretches from that north end ground on a cold day becoming Glendale as the big orange sets the race on the Geo Watkins Field, ladies and gentlemen, and wherever you are.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to Straight Up Tennessee today on this Friday, wherever you tuning in from. We're glad that you are tuning in. Shout out to everybody watching right now on YouTube, everybody listening on Apple, Spotify, and Anchor Podcasts. We're glad you're here. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe if you're rocking with us on YouTube. Hit the bell notification. What are you doing? Hit it right now. Go ahead and hit the bell notification so you never miss an episode. But also, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, download the episode, man. Comment on the podcast. It helps with the algorithms, helps push this thing deeper, man. We have surpassed 515 subs on YouTube, Turner. This is crazy, my dude. Like,
Feeling the love, man.
we feel the love. Shout out again, man, to Candace Cochran for getting your Straight Up Tennessee hoodie in the game. That thing hopefully should be getting to you over the next week or so. Thank you, everybody that entered that giveaway, man. We got more of that coming. And we're going to start working on volume 2. Collection 2 is going to be gas. You thought collection 1 was fire. Just wait. Wait on them. Wait on them. Turn, what's up, dog? What's good today, man? It's Friday. How you feeling, my dog?
It's Friday. I'm feeling everybody feels good on Friday. It's almost a weekend.
Sheesh,
Some
boy.
some people get a little 3-day weekend. You get
That's
a little 3-day weekend, right?
No, I don't. I used to.
You not off
I
on Monday?
I am off on Monday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. Getting off on Monday.
Uh,
I gotta
I
work
thought
Monday, but hey,
I thought you was talking about back when I was on that church diet. You feel me? Back when you were when you work in that church, man, you technically off like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you kind of off Monday, but not for real because you got all these meetings, you know what I'm saying? But that would have been a 4-day weekend, you feel me?
I feel that.
Um Man, bro, let's dive in really quickly, man. This is a big show, man. We got Lance waiting in the wings. We're gonna talk all things UT Kentucky, the rivalry, man, basketball. I cannot wait to dive in because who would have who would have thought that these two teams would be where they are right now? Like, I didn't think that we were
Yeah.
going to be where we are, losing only 2 games currently, and there's no way you would have told me Kentucky would already had lost 5+ at this point in the season. Like, no way. So,
Yeah, that's
um, but
especially with what's his face returning.
Big
Honestly,
Sheway,
yeah.
big Oscar. I bet you like Oscar, one of them dudes you see in the club. You would think that he was mean, but he actually be like, "Come here, give me your hug, man." I feel like he the dude that like you think he mean, but real talk, man, he just want to give you a hug. Like, but yeah, we'll dive in, man. But dude, big weekend on Rocky Top for recruiting in football, bro. Massive
Yeah.
week. The list is gigantic, but this list is headlined by a couple of 5 stars in Williams Nawani. He's a defensive
Mhm.
lineman in the 2024 class. Mike Matthews, who's a 5-star wide receiver in the 2024 class. Big recruit Ryan Wingo, 4-star wide receiver. I believe he's the number one as far as number one athlete wide receiver in his class, even though he's not classified as a 5-star, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, okay. Kamarion Franklin, a defensive lineman in the 2024 class. Josiah Thompson, an offensive tackle. And quarterback Cutter Bowley, who is in the 2025 class. He is a 4-star already as a rising junior. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Man, the recruiting is just crazy nowadays. I mean, you can get recruited as a freshman in high school.
Yeah. I
It's
think, well, especially now with how at least in Tennessee, I don't know if this happened everywhere, but the fact that Tennessee high school athletes are able to benefit from NIL.
It's insane.
You know, like the fact that can happen. There's no reason you telling me that these kids ain't getting talked to as soon as they hit high school. Like you've erased all barriers. Like you've erased the barrier of communication when you started introducing money into the conversation. So
yeah, I'm not a fan of the NIL in high school. I'm not a big fan at all.
But hey, if you are 18 or under in high school and you listening to this podcast, hit us up because we can give you some merch. Get your merch.
Hey.
Get your merch. You might have a little discount code on the Straight Up Tennessee website or something. Hit us up. I don't know.
You never know, man. You never know.
You're right, dude. I think that recruiting it's different, bro. I remember just being in high school and getting recruited, not even by like massive schools, and how much they would talk to you. And now there's so many dimensions to that, like what they can do, how they can do it, how many visits they can have, what they can talk to you. You telling me now that a collegiate coach can now come up to a student in high school and say, hey, literally, like they could start a conversation off saying, how much is it going to take? Like that used to be like blasphemy. Like if you did that, dude, you were getting NCAA fines, like all of this stuff. And now it's just the world we live in.
Dude, it's so crazy to think about, dude, too.
Like think about that.
And I'm just sitting here too, man. And I can't imagine being like a big time. I don't even want to say big time. I can't imagine being even just like a 3-star recruit having a visit to like Tennessee. I mean, I remember back in the day playing baseball. I did a visit to Walter State Community College for baseball, and I felt like, hey, I'm big and bad community college baseball, you know. And I can't imagine going to UT or like a big old D1 school, man.
Bro,
especially because now what they can offer with the NIL stuff.
Exactly. Bro, just imagine being 18 again, walking. You and I talk about this all the time. Like when we're at these football games and we're at these basketball games. And I mean, I think specifically back to last year, Tennessee-Kentucky game in Thompson-Boling Arena when Nico Iamaleava made I guess this was like his second visit because he shortly committed after. And we want Nico.
We was there.
I'm like, oh, we were there?
The basketball game.
That was Auburn.
We were there. Yes.
Yeah. That was Tennessee Auburn. Yes.
We were there. Basketball. Yeah.
Yes. We want Nico. And we're both sitting there like, this dude is 17 and he's got 21,000 people screaming his name.
Facts, man.
Like, what do you do? Like, you get that type of love, and then, man, you see the facilities at these Division I schools.
Oh,
bro, like everybody's facility is just top of the line, man. Like I would never leave. They got game systems. They got couches, bro. I can sleep. They got showers for sure.
Man, I'd go for just the merch. I'll stand on the sidelines every game. You ain't got to put me on the field one time.
He said, I'll stand over there for the merch. Bro, by the way, I saw something bananas today that I wish that I could show on this. But Chris Lofton was in Alumni Hall on Thursday signing some autographs for some people. He had on this new old Tennessee Vols logo with the Davy Crockett dude, but it was a Nike hoodie.
Tough.
It was tough, and it was like cream colored, bro. It was tough.
Hey, speaking of Chris Lofton, his jersey's getting retired.
It is, man. Saturday. Did you know Chris Lofton was from Kentucky?
I feel like I did, but I hadn't thought of it. No.
He is from Kentucky, bro. He is. I mean, I'm trying to see right now.
Bro, as a little kid, I mean, Chris Lofton was my hero as a little kid.
Oh yeah.
I shooting basketball. I would just go out and try to shoot fadeaways because of Chris Lofton.
Oh yeah.
That was my goal.
Dude, Chris Lofton was nice. He's from Maysville, Kentucky. Which like it looks like what Franklin, Tennessee was like 10 years ago.
Man, and we talked about this. I can't remember when we talked about this. It could have been here. It was here a while back. But bro, if Chris Lofton would have played in today's basketball game, bro, he's first round pick.
He would have been even more relevant. Like I think his career would have looked a whole lot different, you know. So
Facts.
Man, y'all listen. We talking about all the things leading up to Saturday. Before we hop in and we bring Lance on the show, we got to let you know about our sponsor, Tennessee Sporting Goods, man. Tennessee Sporting Goods supports the Knoxville area, man, at 4817 North Broadway, right in the heart of Fountain City. You're in the market for anything: sports letterman's jackets, sports uniforms, cheerleading uniforms, sports accessories, baseball gloves, baseball bats, caps, you name it, they probably have it. Head on over there, or better yet, give them a call at 865-688-5454. Ask for my boy, Taylor McMurray. He will take great care of you. Make sure that you are taken care of and that your purchase and your experience there is extremely, extremely good. Also, man, they're the sole provider of the straight up Tennessee merchandise, baby. So
yes, sir.
We cooking some stuff up, but man, I'm ready to dive in, bro. It's Chop It Up Friday. You know what we do on these days. We chop it up, and there's no better way to chop it up than by bringing in the boy, the homie, Lance. What it do, my boy? What's happening?
Hello. I wish I was more excited about this game on Saturday.
Y'all, I don't want to tell y'all what happened, but I gotta tell y'all, man. From last Saturday to now,
bruh,
Lance and we talk about basketball. Like midway through the season, Lance calls me. He's like, nobody talks basketball with me anymore. And
I sent you a voice message.
Yeah.
I was like driving to work, and I was like, I'm desperate for somebody to talk about basketball. Like I feel like my whole like community used to everybody was into it, and not these days, man. I've always been a little bit of a lone ranger because I've always been the only Kentucky fan around, but now it's like I don't even have anybody to talk about this stuff with, man. And I'm living this every day. Like I'm in it. So thanks for having me on. I love your show.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, like he was saying, but now Lance and I talk all the time, and I knew from last Saturday when Kentucky got a great win over LSU. I was like, all right, okay, they figured it out.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Was that 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, because we lost to Alabama this past Saturday.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Dang.
But said, dang. But then
I knew that's the appropriate response.
Alabama ain't bad though.
They're nice.
They're Final Four good. I said it.
Alabama's nice.
But we get to Tuesday night, and this is when I knew that the boat had tipped over for Lance. He didn't text me the entire game, but at the end of it, he just says, "Wow." I said,
"What else do you say after you watch?" I mean, oh, dude, that losing to South Carolina in general just like kind of shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
And I mean, I watched you guys play South Carolina the other night. You look great. They look terrible. I was like, all right, we're gonna pick up a dub. We need some momentum here. We need some positivity. And right after, before we ended up losing to Alabama, I was just like, I impulsively bought tickets to the Tennessee-Kentucky game because we'd won 2 in a row at that point. Like we beat Louisville, which we should have done, And then we beat LSU in a struggle win. And I was like, okay, that's what we needed. You know, we needed to not play amazing and still win because we'd been losing those games.
Yeah.
And also, it turns out LSU was a quad 2 win, not a 1. So we still are without a quad 1 win for the whole season. And so I'm like, maybe we're turning the ship around. And we weren't. We were going further and further into oblivion. Like, bro, and I don't. Kentucky Twitter is like on
Is
fire.
It bad?
Oh,
it's bad.
And we can get into it, but like there is a ton of stuff that happened like today that came out.
Shoot.
There's some real bad stuff going down. So it's I don't even know where to start, but it's sad. I'm sad. I'm not happy. I'm not having a good time. I don't know. I shouldn't even go to this game on Saturday. I should sell my tickets, but I'm a fan through and through, man. I'm gonna be there.
We gotta be, bro. We have to be. This game, bro, is always one of those that you never know till really after like that first 10-minute timeout. Like when it gets to the under 12 timeout in the first half, you know exactly how this game's gonna go. Like if it's tight there, it's gonna be a long game. It's just gonna be one of those. But if somebody's up 10, somebody's up 15,
which is
just
possible.
Man, and it's just one of those things. There's a lot of things in jeopardy right now for Tennessee. I feel like Chris Lofton's jersey retirement, like that's a big deal. You don't want to lose there. Tennessee is on a roll right now. Haven't lost since the Arizona game, which that was a horrible officiated game. And you go to a team who is the number 1 scoring offense in the NCAA, and you hold them to 75 and you lose by 5 points on the road.
Not bad.
So, and after the way, and dude, that just I went back and watched that game like maybe a week and a half ago because I was just wondering like what was so bad. We shot terrible and still should have won the game, but there were so many 50-50, like 75-25 calls that just didn't go our way.
Yeah.
And that's how you end up losing. And so, but now you get to this game and it's 0-0, bro. Like we know, like, yes, Kentucky is down from what we expect. We know that. Don't matter it doesn't matter when you play a team like this, bro. It doesn't matter.
And I think that's the joy of college basketball in general. Like you're not guaranteed to win no matter who comes in. I don't care if Austin Peay comes in and plays. Austin Peay might shoot lights out and we might not shoot good at all, and they beat us.
They might shoot 60% from 3 like South Carolina did.
Dude, Meechie Johnson had the game of his life.
Ooh, he was just throwing up prayers too.
6 for 11 from 3. You tell how in the world?
I don't think he made one against us.
And they wasn't easy threes either. They were well contested threes.
Well, that's what I was gonna say about the game. It's weird because like it's not like we were giving them wide open looks. I mean, they were just heaving the ball for no reason, with no regard, and it just found the bottom of the net every freaking time.
Yeah,
it was always at the very end of the shot clock too.
And they were wearing us down.
Yeah. This game is always bigger than what records speak of right now. I mean, Tennessee's lost 2 games. I know Kentucky's what is it, 6 or 7?
We've lost 6.
So it don't matter come Saturday at noon, bro. Like the only thing that makes me feel really, really good as a Vols fan is that it's at TBA.
Facts.
Like being at TBA, it's a sellout. It's gonna be 21,368 people. It's gonna be lit. You're gonna see all the old people with their white hair and they seat back chairs. What? I never understood this. Thompson Bowling Arena, every chair is a seat, but old people still bring the seat cushion.
Gotta get that cushion, man. Gotta get that cushion.
Like all the older senior citizens,
true.
they still bring
It's
their
so
seat.
true.
They still do that.
Have you guys ever been to Rupp Arena? Either of you?
I have. There's bleachers in the top.
There's bleachers on the sides, but behind the basket on both ends, it's just like it's like nailing seating. It's just like a flat concrete slab. And they put these little they spent like millions of dollars renovating that building this past year, and how that didn't get addressed, I don't know. Or or the trough urinals in the bathroom. That's pretty tough. But like, oh, dude, so Laurel and I went to my wife. We went to the Kentucky Louisville game a couple weeks ago over New Year's weekend, and it was the first time I'd been there in a long time. But like, my back, dude, my back was hurting so bad. By the end of the game, I was like, dang, I'm not old enough to be like doing like this.
But I will say this, and now that you say that, it makes sense because I didn't know this until this week, but Rupp Arena is the largest basketball arena in the country. I think it's like 24,000.
It is now.
Like
yeah, we reduced seating
Wow.
in this renovation that they just completed. It was a pretty hotly contested situation too. Like season ticket holders lost their seats, and we're like super upset about it. And but here we are. So
yeah.
It's a fun place to watch basketball when you win.
So, Lance, what happened? I mean, you and I talked at the beginning of the year. We watched Kentucky play Michigan State, and we watched Kentucky play Michigan. We watched Kentucky play Gonzaga. We watched Kentucky play. Am I mistaken when I say North Carolina?
Not yet.
Kansas?
No, we don't. We play Kansas in 2 weeks.
Okay, that's right. Well, I can't remember. It was somebody else early. And I was just like,
UCLA.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I'm watching this game like they just don't look like they gelling like normal.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is.
Dude, all right, I'll start at the top. So I think there's some off the court stuff happening here that is killing the team. And this has been like slowly kind of trickling out like through different media outlets and even, your Twitter guys who like are not real journalists but pretend like they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I found out Oscar Tshiebwe does not live so the Kentucky basketball team has their own like building that they live in every year. It's called the Lodge. He doesn't live there with the team. He lives in a house off campus, and rumor is that he only shows up for practice and games, and that's it. He's not hanging out with the team. He's not close with people. And I find that super hard to believe based on everything that he seems to present. I've obviously never met him. But like, so there's rumors that he and Severe Wheeler do not like each other. And that's been an issue for the team. Again, this is all rumored speculation. Who the heck knows if any of this is true? And but to your point about gelling, if you look at this team on paper, there's really not anything we're missing, maybe except for a better power forward. I love Jacob Toppin to death, but he's not there.
He is he's the guy that is so athletic that you wish he could go play like EuroLeague for a year to get the fundamentals and then just come back.
Yeah. And in his defense, he has made great progress this season. I mean, he lost his starting spot to we put Lance Ware, our backup center, in at 4 over Toppin in that Missouri game, which we lost. And the next game, Toppin's back in the starting lineup for Louisville, and he dropped 24 points, 7 rebounds, played unbelievable. And then the next game, he goes out, he scored 24 again.
Yep.
And I was like, okay. And that's when we beat LSU. So I was like, all right, Toppin's figured it out. Didn't figure anything out, I guess. I don't understand what I'm looking at, because this team on paper, you have the returning unanimous National Play of the Year. Last person to do that, BT Dubs, was Tyler Hansborough, who came back and won a national championship at UNC that next year. This doesn't happen a lot. Okay. You've got great transfers. You got Antonio Reeves coming from Illinois State. He's a 47.3% career 3-point shooter coming into Kentucky. That's a crazy number. You got CJ Frederick, who's been, he redshirted
at Iowa.
He's a redshirt senior, so he took the last year just literally hanging out with the team, rehabbing and getting in good shape. You've got, everybody from Chris Livingston, who's a 5-star small forward, who's been doing this, all season long, figuring it out. I like that kid. I think he's got something. I don't know what he's going to do after this year. I have a feeling he might transfer, but like we've got what we need. Like what is happening? Like who's not figuring this out? But then you watch the tape, and I really don't even want to say any of what I'm about to say. But Oscar Tshiebwe is killing us as much as he's helping us, and it's confusing. I've never seen somebody. his plus minus has got to be like 0. Like he's like neutral. Like he's an offensive and rebounding machine. Obviously, he's going to go out there and get 15 and 15, which is the fact that you can even count on that is unbelievable.
Right.
I'm going to scroll up here. He's averaging, so he leads the team right now in points and rebounds. He's averaging 16 points a game and 13.1 rebounds.
Yep.
That should win games until you look, and here's where we're going to get killed on Saturday and for every game for the rest of the season. We're shooting 50% from free throws.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
You put me on the line, this guy. I swear to the Lord Jesus above, I really think I could make more than 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe it might be 6, but I think I could do it. But like, man, to answer your original question, what happened? I don't know. Like, I wish I did. I wish I had something I could complain about or somebody I could blame. I mean, you can blame Cal, but like, he's not shooting free throws.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He comes up with the game plan. He says, here's what we're going to do. Here's how we're going to defend. Here's how we're going to score. Go execute. And this past, after the South Carolina loss, I don't know if you saw any clips from Sheboy's postgame, but dude, he straight up, like, he was not happy. And he was just like, he said, I told Coach Cal, I was like, just put anybody in who's going to fight. I don't care if it's a walk-on. I'll go out there and fight with the walk-ons. He said that to the press, like, after the game. Yeah. And I was like, who's not fighting?
Yeah.
You know, because like, these kids, it's not even that they look like they're not fighting. It's like they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I've never seen a team so lost on defense in my life.
Yeah.
And again, Oscar is abysmal in the pick and roll. If you bring that dude out to the 3-point line, you have a bucket. And Alabama's game was proof. Every time they brought out Oscar out of underneath the paint, bucket. And if you got a 7-footer down there, that's another bucket too, because Oscar's only 6'9". Well, there's only so much that man can do.
Can I tell you something?
Tell me something.
We got 3 7-footers.
I'm aware. I'm very painfully aware.
We start one that don't really, he just a body.
Does you Plasvich? Does he start?
Euros
starts. But then you bring in Jonas Adu.
Yeah, he's good, bro. He's good.
Yeah, he's athletic. He's real skinny, but I think his arms could touch you from where I'm sitting right now in Nashville to your house in Knoxville.
I believe it.
Yeah, man. It's weird watching this team because, dude, I'm sitting here telling y'all, man, I'm watching Kentucky, like all the preseason stuff. I'm like, dude, that's Final Four, bro. Like legitimately.
Nice.
Yeah, they got. I was like, this is a little unrefined, but we got this. Yeah. We got nothing.
And it starts on the defensive end, man. Like you watch them play. I don't know if they need to play man-to-man defense ever again. Like, dude,
Cal won't change it.
There's no help. There's no drags. There's no switches. Like, and you watch them, and it's, I don't know what it is, man. It's like, and y'all, and everybody listen to me, bro. I'm a basketball fan. I'm a Tennessee Vols fan, but I am a basketball fan as well. And so when I watch games, even if it's Kentucky, who I literally can't stand, I respect them because they are winners. Like they've proven. And I watch Kentucky play, and I'm just like, this ain't the same, like, I'm a punk you out type Kentucky team. Like, Kentucky usually comes in, and first thing they do is you intimidate it. Nobody's scared of them anymore. Not this year, at least.
Why would
The second thing they do is they always have had a defensive presence. Not this year. And then the third thing they always have done well is, even if they are playing bad, they have never shown signs of defeat. This year, it's all over their faces. Like, they get down by 5 points, you think the world was over.
Yeah, it's insanity. I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm at a loss, bro. I've been a Kentucky fan my whole life. Yeah. I've seen some bad teams. I remember Billy Gillespie, okay? I'm like a real fan.
Ugh, those were some bad years.
It's bizarre, man. And I want to say this. Like, I am not one of those people who's don't fire Cal. Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? Who would There's like maybe 2 people at best that I would be like, I would take them at Kentucky. And even then, with Cal's track, he's in the Hall of Fame for a reason. Like everybody needs to cool off a little bit. Does he need to fix this? Yeah. Does he need to take more responsibility? Yeah, I think so. Because he keeps saying all this stuff. Like even after the South Carolina game, he addressed the fans like at Rupp for the radio show, and he was just like, y'all don't be mad at the players. Like be mad at me. I can take it. And I was like, nobody's mad at the players.
Everybody mad at you, dog.
We're all mad at you. Like say anything.
Yeah.
That would give me some semblance of like, okay, that's why we are where we are.
Yeah.
Like, but hey, fun fact. A couple years ago, 2014, if you remember, this is Julius Randle's team, James Young, okay? And the Harrison twins. This is before they were, on the big team. We lost to South Carolina at home in January. And then we ended up losing about 8, 9 or 10 games, somewhere in there. We come into the tournament as an 8 seed, and we went all the way to the national championship and lost to UConn.
Yeah.
So I have not given up all hope, but most of it's gone.
Was that the Kemba Walker year?
That was Shabazz Napier's team.
Napier.
Kemba was the year before. Kemba played against. I think Kemba played against John Wall's team, if I'm not mistaken.
Got it. Yeah.
He's a little older. But I don't know, man. I'm not ready to say like the season's completely over, but I think it is pretty tragic to see such disarray. I mean, you talk about those first 10 years of Calipari at Kentucky. I mean, we're living on a freaking cloud, dude. It was amazing. We're going to the Final Four, going to the championship, winning a championship. First time I'd ever seen that with my own eyeballs. And the last, we'll say the second half of this experiment has not gone swimmingly.
Yeah.
To say the least. We have not won an NCAA tournament game since 2018.
You lost in the first round 4 straight years?
No. It's worse than that. We didn't make the tournament 2 years ago, the year after COVID, but the tournament got canceled the year before that.
And that was the team that was going to win it all.
Yeah.
Bro, Tyrese Maxey.
That was the team that was going to win it all, bro.
We had it, and we were streaking at the right time. So you talk about it's been 4 years.
Wow. It don't seem like it. I did not know that.
Sure seems like it to me, brother. I'm over here. Meantime, I'm watching Rick Barnes rack up a winning head-to-head record against Cal, and I'm just like, dude, what are we doing here?
Man, I'm looking right now just at team stats, just man to man. Like Kentucky's averaging 76.3 points a game. Tennessee's averaging 75.5. Kentucky, here's their struggle. They're almost allowing as many points as they're scoring. Yeah. They're allowing 67.5 to Tennessee's 53. That's a whole 14 points, bro. Kentucky's shooting the ball well. I think Tennessee's performance against Colorado has their numbers so low as far as field goal percentage. Tennessee's still only shooting 44.4% to Kentucky's 46.2. Kentucky is getting out rebound by the Vols by 2. Exactly, 41 to 39. Assists per game, Tennessee is up by about 1.5, 18.1 to 16.6. Blocks are even, and steals per game, Tennessee has the edge at 10 to 7. When you look at this, though, I think it all comes down to want to. We had a show on Thursday morning with my dude Sale, man. If y'all haven't watched that, go back and watch it, man. Sale is actually from Knoxville, man, born and raised in Knoxville. He is a professional player now over in France in one of their leagues and loves Tennessee. Me and him grew up together. We watched all Tennessee things together. But one thing he brought up, man, that is so true. He started reading off all these numbers about Tennessee. He was like 9, 7, 7, 5, 9, 1, 0, 3, 2. And I was like, I don't know what he's doing. And he was like, you know what I just read off? And I was like, what? He said, that's how many shots for every player on Tennessee's roster has taken in the last game against Vanderbilt on Tuesday night. He's like, 9, he said 9, 7, 7, 5, 3, 2, 2. He said, it's too balanced. And the issue with that is once we get to March, bro, and really not March, this next stretch of games, somebody from Tennessee has to emerge as the guy, and we just don't have that guy. Everybody is contributing, and that's a blessing and a curse because it's a blessing because it's like, dang, man, somebody can get hot one game and another. No. Like when you look at rosters, you know who's taking the most shots. Oscar Tshiebwe should be taking the most shots for Kentucky.
Yeah, and he still somehow is in the top 5 in the country in field goal percentage. So
Exactly. Brandon Miller, he is taking the shot for me at Alabama.
yeah, easy.
And Vanderbilt, Studi is taking the shots. Michi Johnson or Gigi Jackson is taking the shots at South Carolina. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You look at the Tennessee roster, we don't have that guy. And it's nice, but at the same time, man, like in order for us to be where we want to be in the next 6 weeks, somebody's got to emerge as the dude. And me and Turner talk about this all the time, but somebody has to.
Who's got the best chance at becoming that guy for you?
There's two. I mean, there's 3 guys, really. Olivier Camois, who tore his ACL late last year, missed the tournament. I think he was a huge reason why we couldn't get past that second round because we didn't have another guy that was 6'8" plus who could score from mid-range, who could get you off the dribble, who could dunk on you, bring momentum, and play defense. We didn't have another guy. Everybody was hurt because Fulke wasn't 100%. And I mean, Fulke also about 42. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so glad to see him gone. You don't even understand. I cannot. Dude, I can't do it.
So like I said, that's one of the 3 that should emerge. The second, in my opinion, Turner, you can tell me if I'm wrong and if my 3 are correct with you. The second is Julian Phillips, 5-star freshman from Columbia, South Carolina. His whole situation, his whole thing right now, pure confidence. Like, where is the confidence in your game? He puts 28 on Kansas. 28. And
I missed that.
Hasn't done it since.
Sheesh.
Hasn't done it since.
How's that possible?
And I don't know.
Kansas is national championship good, man.
Very good.
Still are.
What's funny is Kansas national championship good, and we beat them by 15.
We beat Kansas last year too.
Exactly.
Keon Brooks had 27 points at Fog Island.
I remember that game. Keon Brooks. I'm glad he's not there either. Man,
he's playing. He transferred to Washington. He's averaging like 17 points a game, 6 rebounds.
Hooping,
bro. But he's like the option. So
yeah. So you got Julian Phillips, freshman, 6. They say 6'8". I mean, dude, he's like Kevin Durant basically. He could be Kevin Durant, but he has no confidence right now in his game. It's emerging now, the last few games, but still. The last guy is who I think is the X factor on this team. Turner loves this guy, has said from the beginning, if he wants to be the dude, he can be, and that is Josiah Jordan-James. He's a 4th year. He's a senior. He has been under Rick Barnes 4 straight years. He's dealt with some injuries over this course of the time, but he can ball. And since he's been back in the lineup, Tennessee hasn't lost.
He is like, what's the build on 2K? He's the facilitator. You know what I mean? When he's in the game, man, it's just like we play
so much
more
better.
like, yes. I mean, even if he just has 5 points, we play so much better.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been there. He's played under Barnes 4 years. I mean, you know who I think he's gonna come on at tournament time.
Yeah,
I said Tyreek
Key.
I think Tyreek Key is going to be our it guy in the tournament because he's been cold as a daggum.
He's playing bad.
Yes.
You know, Lance, if you've never seen this cat, he was the number 1 leading scorer last year. He was out of Indiana State. Tyreek Key. Preseason this year, we play Gonzaga in a charity game.
Heard about that.
And won by 20. And he had like 25 and hasn't done it since. That
makes no sense.
Well, it's one of those things. AJ kind of said it. We don't have guys that'll shoot it enough. I mean, a guy like Tyreek Key, he's going to shoot the 3 ball. I mean, that's where he's going to get all his points from. He needs to shoot it 10 to 15 times a game. You can't shoot it 6, 7 times a game.
Yeah. Yeah. And so that's the issue.
I wish you were coaching Kentucky. You know, we took 10 threes in that game against South Carolina until the last 30 seconds when we missed 3 in a row to lose the game. 10.
Wow.
We shot 10 of them. Didn't make 10. We shot 10.
You should be shooting like 20 of them.
Yeah, facts.
At least.
At least 20.
With Antonio Reeves and CJ Frederick, like they should both be shooting like 7 apiece.
At least. Yeah, at least.
It's maddening, dude. It's maddening.
Well, listen. This game, like we always know, at noon, anything can happen at this point.
We got to make something happen.
I think this is do or die for Kentucky, I think.
Absolutely, man. I mean, we're in danger of not making the tournament again. That'd be the second time in 3 years.
Yeah.
At Kentucky.
I think it's do or die.
Why is this happening to me? What did I do?
Dude, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Crazy.
But
I'm excited. I mean, I have to make myself excited. I mean,
yeah.
I'm just trying to, be positive here.
I mean, it's a big Saturday for both parties. Kentucky backs against the ropes, 10-6, has an opportunity to beat a top 5 team in the country and a rival on Chris Lofton's jersey retirement. And he's from Kentucky. Like Kentucky's got a lot on their show. The pressure's on no one but Tennessee this week.
That's what I was gonna. I was gonna ask you both. Like, you think this is a better win for Kentucky or a worse loss for Tennessee, depending on how it goes?
I think it's a good win for Kentucky for sure.
I do too.
More than it's a bad loss for you.
Yeah, because I don't think, because the name on the jersey is Kentucky, I don't think we drop out of. If you lose, I don't think you drop out of the top 10.
Just because of the rivalry that we've always had. We know we can sit here and say Kentucky's terrible. Kentucky could have lost. Y'all could have lost every game this year. I guarantee y'all gonna come into Thompson Bowl and play lights out against us.
Oh yeah.
I can only hope.
You ain't never heard no Kentucky fans talking like this, Turner. You ain't never, man.
No.
I hope.
Dude, it's we got to be realistic about where we're at right now. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable.
It is. It's bad. It's bad.
And I'm gonna rock with my team, and I'm not gonna pick on 18-year-olds on the internet either. You know what I mean? Like,
weirdos.
I can't stand that stuff. But as a fan, this program right now is in an unacceptable state.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I think Tennessee fans probably feel some of that with football, especially like in the early 2000s. You're like, look at what just happened, and look at where we are. That's where Kentucky basketball is at right now, man. We're like, look at where we just were a few years ago, and like what's happening right now. Like, this is not Kentucky. So something has to change. I really don't think firing Cal's the problem. Has he lost some of his edge? I think so. Not in recruiting though, because you're talking about we got the number 1 next year. So
DJ
Wagner's gonna ball, bro, and Rob Dillingham, bro.
He's nice.
He's fun, dude. I'm excited. I'm probably more excited about next year than I am about anything else that's gonna happen in this season. But
them 2 dudes is nice.
Yeah.
So
you're talking about a backcourt, bro. That's gonna be a fun one.
Oh yeah.
And we haven't had. That's the thing, bro, about this team. There's nobody electric on this team.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even call Sheboy electric. He's amazing at offense.
Yeah.
But like we don't really have that guy either that you were just talking about for Tennessee. Like I know we'll go to Oscar, but not in Alabama. Bro, he barely played. We were better with him off the floor.
Yeah. That's
so
true.
like if it's not him, dude, somebody's got to step up.
Yeah.
Somebody has to.
Well, it's like you said, Kentucky's got to shoot more than 10 threes a game.
Golly, dude.
I mean, you ain't gonna win it. You ain't gonna win a game shooting 10 threes a game. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you hit every single one of them.
Definitely on Saturday, bro, because the odds are not stacked up against you. Like, they're not stacked right for you. Not Saturday at TBA early. Yeah. Like, that thing is gonna be lit, bro.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
And I really believe we have lost the will to fight when we're down big. But if we can keep this game close, I really think we can fight hard. We might lose at the end. At this point, I'll take it. But but if we get down 15 in the first half, it's not that we won't come back. We can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's going to do it?
Yeah.
So
man,
We need a big one. We need a big one.
Oh yeah, this is a big game, man. This is a big game. A lot of SEC implications too. I think Kentucky's 1-3 in the SEC, 1-4.
Yeah, we're 10th right now.
So 1-3. I know Tennessee is 4-0 in the SEC right now. Wins over Ole Miss, wins over Vanderbilt, wins over South Carolina, and I think Saturday, Lance, as we wrap up, chop it up Friday.
Chop it up.
Give me your keys to victory. Obviously, you're not gonna pick against Kentucky. So what's your score prediction and keys to victory? What happens for Kentucky to get the win in your eyes on Saturday?
Yeah, I'm gonna, as far as keys to victory, I'm gonna abide by the rule of 71. If we don't score at least 71 points, we've already lost the game. So key to victory number 1 right there, we got to score more than 71. Number 2, Oscar has to absolutely live and die by his defense this week. I would rather him score 3 points and have 3 rebounds if he can stop anybody from scoring. If he can keep your 7-footers off the rim, it has to be that way, and it has to be him. He's the leader. He's the guy. Xavier Wheeler's the floor general, but Oscar Tshiebwe has to be the heart and soul of this team. He was last year, and it worked. So he needs to show up big on Saturday and prove that he deserves to be drafted, because that's why he came back.
Facts.
And he's not helping his case right now. Everybody knows he can score 18 and grab 13 rebounds, but can he stop a 7-footer from imposing his will? That's the question. So that's number 2. Key to victory number 3, it has to be guard play. I'm just going to lump that together. If our guards play bad, we lose. Plain and simple. And that's for the rest of the season. That's for the national championship. Like, you talk about the teams in the past couple of years that have won the national championship in basketball. How many centers do you remember?
You Not remember them guards, bro.
You remember the guards. So that's my 3 for sure. Easy.
What's your score prediction?
Score. I'm gonna go Kentucky wins 81-73.
I like it.
81-73. It's got to be that way.
Sale on the Morning Vibe on Thursday. His score prediction, final score was Tennessee 84, Kentucky 69. Turner, what's yours?
Score prediction?
Score prediction. We know what we have to do. The only thing Tennessee has to do is not shoot bad. That's it.
I'm praying you shoot so bad that it's unbelievable and people write stories about it for years to come. What's your score, Austin?
I'm gonna say 86-71.
86-71. I guess it's my turn.
Give me more than 71 points, please.
I'm gonna say this, man. I think that all year long we've seen Tennessee progressively get better. I mean, you go back to Colorado and you see how poorly they shot the basketball. I've not seen a team shoot that bad in a long time. I think it was 21% from the field at the end of the game. And I've not seen that ever again. And the last 4 games, they got to shooting the ball better at the right time in conference play. I think it continues on Saturday, but I do think that Kentucky plays up to their competition. I think the final score is Tennessee 71, Kentucky 69.
I'm gonna change mine.
A heartbreaker. Change it up.
And I'm going into detail right here. Tennessee wins 78-77.
Whoo, Lord, why are you doing this to me?
Kentucky has the last possession, last shot, misses it.
I hate
Tennessee wins.
I think
it's going to be close, man. Now that I think about it, I mean, Kentucky's coming off 2 losses. I mean, it's like you said.
It's now or never, bro.
All the weight is on Tennessee.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Kentucky can just come out and ball out. I mean, you just got to go play.
We have to use that to our advantage. At this point, we need to change our mentality to say, right now, we suck. So let's write a better story. Let's write a better story for the rest of the year. Right now we're trashed. Let's not be trashed tomorrow. Let's not take the next playoff. Right freaking now, bro. Got to. If we win this game, it literally changes our season.
It will.
It
It will. It
and
will.
if you lose this game, it does not change your season a ton.
That's facts.
But the pressure's on you because we suck.
Yeah. So
we coming in hot, baby.
71-69. And I think it's one of those like famous Tennessee things. Tennessee's up like 65-55 with 3 minutes left.
I know exactly where you're going with this.
And we get down. Kentucky fights back, but they have to start fouling, and we start hitting some free throws. And so,
hey, if it becomes a foul game, we have literally no chance. I mean, I'm dead serious. Our free throw shooting is so bad. Like, it would be better to put the walk-ons in and let them take the shots.
Oh my gosh,
it's that bad. I'm dead serious. If it's a close game and it's coming down to fouls, like statistically speaking,
they said put the walk-ins in.
Go find the shortest white dude you can find on the bench. I guarantee
you
he hits them.
I guarantee it, bro. You go get graduate assistant coach Riley Welch out there, bro, and I swear.
Oh my god.
I swear he'll hit him, bro. I swear. Let Cal take him. I bet he can take more. Honestly.
Y'all,
upset.
man.
I'm upset.
Y'all, Tennessee and Kentucky face off on Saturday, 12 o'clock
baby.
Eastern time, prime time, ESPN. Big game right now. Just wanted to end the show saying that the ESPN FPI matchup predictor currently has Tennessee a 90 to 9.4% favorite to win this game. Y'all, it's been Chop It Up Friday. This game is going to be massive. There's a huge slate. Saturday is a good day for basketball. So I'm excited, man. Lance, bro, thank you so much for always hopping on, man. Hey, let's be real. You can't act like here in a couple weeks you're not coming back.
Dude, absolutely.
You're coming back.
I'm upset right now, but give me a few minutes. I'll be more positive about it. I'm in it though. Like I said, I'm a real fan. Okay, I don't care what anybody. I don't care what anybody says. I'm with it. Yeah. I remember Billy Gillespie. I remember. I've been there. I've been with it. And we're gonna turn this thing around.
Hey. Hopefully
let's make it Saturday.
I was gonna say hopefully you don't turn it around Saturday. But if so, then look, man, it just gives more fuel for that rematch in Rupp, man. Tennessee hasn't won in Rupp Arena in a minute. And so excited.
South Carolina has. I'm sorry to keep being negative, but I can't stop.
Y'all, listen. This has been Chop It Up Friday. Somebody go give Lance a pacifier. Give him one of them ring pop pacifiers.
Yeah.
At least it tastes good.
That's right.
Oh, man. Turn, bro. You got anything else, man, before we wrap up Chop It Up Friday, baby?
I'm good.
Lance, thank you for hopping on today, man. Y'all already know what it is. It's Straight Up Tennessee for my man Lance Asher. For my boy Turn, it's your man Ruck. And it's Straight Up Tennessee, baby. We'll see you back on Monday for the Monday Rundown. Hopefully with a Tennessee dub. Let's go.